Colin Perry. Oh, it's this guy. It's Colin Perry from Trackside. Brian Doyle was kind enough to pass on your contact details, and I thought I'd reach out. I didn't know to interview for Trackside, and having already done both Brian and Casper, it feels only right that we should have a chat too. Do let me know and feel free to fire across any questions you'd like me to ask. I'm more happy to leave and content approach it with you. Oh, that makes sense if they've done like the other two already. Yeah. Cowboys are on fantastic Q3. Jackson's enjoying one of his finest career performances when a front right tyre puncture threatens to ruin his chances of a top 5 finish. Only at Silverstone. With friends and family in the stands and the crowd behind him, Jackson sets sights on salvaging what he can from this race. Only at Silverstone. Am I right?
The gap to the car behind is 2.9 seconds.
Tyres are gone.
Copy, Aiden. Box.
Copy.
Let's just minimise the damage.
Pit and replace your tyres. Oh shit. I'm going up a track and my battery's low. I'll put the charger in during the stop. I'm going to spin in the pits. I'm not going to take that chance. I think I spin in the pits like a complete idiot. Come on, Aaron. Slow it down, fella. Is the limiter on? I don't even know. Right, this is quite a long pit lane, so I can put my charger in whilst we're doing that. Can't believe I spend the fucking pits, dude. What an idiot. The wheel was not my fault. So Aikman's 13th with the fastest lap. Sadly, he won't get a point for that. Actually gives you Jackson's pit. That's cool.
Go.
I almost forgot about holding the clutch. Right, let's go. We're on the soft tyres. We should really have an advantage over everyone else now.
Still time left to push for the points here, Aiden.
Copy.
Man, hearing Aiden's voice over the radio is just something so cool to see. The only thing that would make it even cooler is if Aiden's pit crew, you know when they do an F1 and they show what someone said on the pits, and they have the beep and the box with who it is. That would be really cool if during a pit conversation you actually saw Jackson's name pop up on the screen and with his face. That would have been really cool. You have to say, since about maybe 2018, it's been nice to see F1 be more, what's the word, authentic with its presentation. I've always said that with sports games, I've always loved the authentic presentation. They weren't really able to do that from 2010 to about 2018. But they've really been pushing to increase the authenticity of it, and Liberty Media have been a big reason for that.
Teammate by 11.2 seconds.
What am I going to do? Finishing the points. God damn it, I thought Grosjean was going to break earlier than that. Got a long way to go to get into the points, and only like maybe 4 laps to do it. I can't use ZRS. What? What the heck? I must have pressed it by accident, or didn't press it hard enough. Cardo ahead. Might have even messed this challenge up right at the start. Yeah, it makes sense how it would be the second half of the field that you could probably choose from in the beginning. I think that really makes a lot of sense, to be fair.
Good job. That was the fastest lap of the race so far.
Not the fastest lap. Aiken probably won't be happy with that, because he had the fastest lap beforehand. So I wonder, because Butler replaces Perez, will he replace Vettel? And there'll probably be a news clipping saying that Vettel hasn't really found a seat. Like a little hidden secret. I know I could probably take that corner better, but I always get nervous about it. Yeah, we're coming up on Ackerman now. There isn't going to be a cutscene.
Good job.
And we crash again. Seem to have done less of that recently.
We have 5 laps of fuel remaining.
We are flying. Fastest lap again. Oh, Casper, you've got to let me through. I'm on a faster time, mate. Dang it. I damaged the car. Dude, he's kind of crossed me. Oh my god. Where was the bump? I kind of want to take the bump out. Yeah. I probably didn't need to flash back there, but just in case. Did I get Vettel? No. Was Casper there? Did I hit him? I am all over the track. And I passed Vettel anyway. Did I hit him? Oh, I nudged him. I did. I absolutely nudged him. He might be pissed about that. I'll roll with it. I did not mean to do that. I didn't think I'd do that. I thought he was going to be like further away than that. About 4 laps to go and P12. And Butler's in P10. Of course he is. Albin's in P11.
There's 4 laps of fuel remaining.
I can see Alpine in Gasly's future. I'm just saying. I can see it. I can see it working out. The thing is, it probably won't be for another
1.9 seconds.
couple of years because Alonso and Ocon have like contracts. I think Alonso's contracted till the end of next year. Ocon recently had an extension. So I think Gasly and Ocon might be teammates by about 2023 if Alonso wants to step down. I'm really hoping, like with next year, I'm really hoping the Haas is good. And it gives Schumacher a shot. Because if he can outperform that car, he might be in line for the Ferrari seat for 23. Because I think low key for Ferrari, I think that's the plan. You know, let Schumacher nurture for a couple of years. I really hope the Haas is good. They say they're putting all their resources into next year, so
breathing space between you and the car behind by a few seconds per lap.
yeah, less than that, mate. It's a bit optimistic. Personally, I really would have thought that Alfa Romeo would have been first at the door for signing Schumacher. Unfortunately, Drive to Survive, the latest one, gave off the impression that like a big reason why Schumacher's at Haas is because of the 1-1 sponsor. But then, to be fair, Schumacher's earned it on his own merit anyway. He was the F2 champion, so he's obviously earned it anyway. So that was quickly dispelled. I still think it was a big reason for it. You know, Haas need the money, unfortunately, to survive for the moment. Well, we're definitely going to finish on the points. We can pass Kvyat with like
Okay, good work.
lap to go.
Great pass.
Catching McLaren signs ahead. I don't think we will, but
We have 2 laps of fuel remaining. This is your final lap of the race.
get the fastest lap too. Yeah, I thought it was quite funny how Alfa Romeo.
Gap to car in front is 2.3 seconds.
I think it was the boss that said, you know, we have a better car, but Williams have George Russell, and I sat there thinking Schumacher was available, you know. But I think Haas got there first because of the 1-on-1 sponsorship. It's funny because I don't think Schumacher's like affiliated with them at all. I think they're not affiliated with him. Like he's affiliated with Under Armour and Richard Mille, I think. Past signs in the final corner. There we go. Sweet.
Okay, pick up rubber and bring it home.
Why is it the car I passed always repasses at the last point?
And what a performance it was from our race
Max won
winners
it.
today. What a race for young Aiden Jackson. If he can keep this up, he's got a long, promising career in front of him.
Absolutely. He'd have been gutted about that puncture. Imagine what kind of challenge he'd have been able to make without it. You've got to give it to him though. He gritted his teeth and pulled it back. Great driving.
Remind you of anyone?
Quietly, but things seem to be on the up for Williams' Aiden Jackson.
Start making comparisons between him and Schumacher and Hamilton.
Red Bull are our winners today after showcasing some incredible driving.
By suffering a punch in mid-race, Jackson manages to overcoming odds, securing a brilliant points finish for Williams. Sweet. New manager Aiden Jackson is suddenly proving his worth. He enjoyed a stage at the Stonebridge Grand Prix at Silverstone, only to fall to a puncture just as he was finding his pace. Forced to pit, Jackson pushed on the grid and gained places and even finished on the points. This is over Aiden and is welcomed by his home crowd. Hamilton may be Britain's #1 son, and rightfully so, but people are also beginning to wonder if Jackson might be the favourite new kid on the block. And speaking of Hamilton, are any of us surprised that... Oh, they cut it off. Oh, okay, so here's the answers. Hang on.
Brian,
Well, someone's the hot topic in the press room.
what do you mean?
Oh, come on. There's no need to be so modest.
What are you on about, Brian?
Well, after that puncture, everyone thought you'd lost it. But to pull it back and into the points, it's all anyone's talking about.
Well, I'm glad the press is starting to take notice.
Oh, get used to it. They've put a bunch of interviews in your diary for tomorrow. It's why I was calling.
Right. Thanks for letting me know.
Right.
So don't celebrate too hard tonight, eh?
Yeah, all right, Brian. Don't worry. I'm only going to see my mum.
Yeah.
Right. Well, each to their own.
See you later, Brian.
Jackson really gives off this warm vibe, doesn't he? He's like really... He's really nice. He seems really nice to get along with. So here's the answers that I had no idea. Sterling Moss, Peter Collins, Jim Clark, Jackie Stewart. I should have known Jim Clark and Jackie Stewart and James Hunt. John Watson, that's what I was thinking. I'm not Derek Warwick. Nigel Mansell, Damon Hill, Johnny. I should have known Johnny Herbert. Oh my god. Herbert and Coulthard. Yeah, I should have known. 1, 2, 3, 4. Well, I did kind of know John Watson, but I got the name wrong. So yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, I should have known at least 5 of them. I'm an idiot. Oh, that's embarrassing. Johnny Herbert. I should have remembered that. Why did I not remember that? I'm so mad at myself. So how many points in that situation most impressive? His followers are increasing every day, which is quite neat. No wonder he got the fastest lap. Extra point deserved. You don't always see it in the newer drivers. Superb driving from Aiden. Rest assured, I'm doing everything I can to pin him down for trackside. Jackson's turnaround from his eventful first few races has been impressive. Maybe Williams could make this work after all. Jack Nicklaus, he does sound familiar. What was funny was they had Verstappen winning that race, so we didn't actually do the real life Grand Prix where Hamilton won on 3 wheels. Arav, welp, that was interesting. Man, that was worth every of my penny for my TV subscription. Simon Roberts, team principal. There we go. I knew I recognised that name somewhere. Just wanted to send a huge thank you. Well done. I'm humbled and proud to see everyone pulled together and performed in perfect harmony today. I speak for everyone. I said before, we'd lost Aiden once his tyre, especially went. So it's a copy. It's a copy sent to everyone, including Jackson. Sweet. I'll bring your mum round to see you. Just ping me a message. Could have warned me about your mum. My ears are still ringing. Yeah, right. Alrighty, on to the next one. Boom. Italian Grand Prix several weeks later. While the grid heads to Monza, the team at Williams have managed to find some welcoming consistency during the second half. Both junkers are hoping to gain ground in the competition, but Jackson is determined to outperform his teammate, both in the standings and in the eye of the team.
I'm not sure if it's something to do with the energy storage. I'm losing power on the straights.
Right. And you said the acceleration was okay? I'll take a look at it. And how are we today, chaps? Everything running smoothly, I hope.
All right, Brian. Yeah, we're just going through a few last-minute tweaks.
Ah, that's what I like to see. With dedication like that, maybe you'll be able to get us back a few more of those points, eh?
Yeah, I'll try.
Actually, Aidan, I'm glad I've caught up with you. Thought you might like to know. I had a call this morning from Toto Wolff.
Ha!
Mentioned you directly.
Ha!
Oh.
This is very George Russell-esque, isn't it?
You're being watched.
Very George Russell-esque.
No pressure then.
I did
So,
mention about him being
what's
the
the
George
problem with
Russell
the car?
regen.
I'm losing power on the straights. It's not a massive issue. I'm sure we can deal with it.
Yeah, theoretically, do we have time to install the Spec 2 unit before the race?
Yes, boss.
And Casper's reporting no problems?
No.
Okay. Let's do it. Put the Spec 2 in Aiden's, would you?
Huh.
Well, that would sort it. I mean, if you're sure.
Of course. You could do with a little boost. A little boost.
Uh-huh.
Besides, anything for our star driver. Casper,
Ah.
how are you today? Feeling good about the race?
That wasn't Jackson's fault. The team did it. It's his fault. That's Brian's fault. It's your fault, dude. Damn. Channel Racing Point, Devon Butler. Who cares about Devon Butler? It's been revealed that Carlos Sainz will move into Ferrari at the start of the 2021 season to fill the seat left by Vettel. Why is everyone calling me when I'm reading these things?
Brian,
Hey, I'm glad I've called you. Listen, don't worry about Casper.
let me stop you there. Brian, Casper's the furthest thing from my mind right now. I've got a race to focus on.
It's harsh.
Good man. In the garage just now, that was my fault. I know how he can be.
What, childish? Self-centered? I'm sick of it, Brian. He's been on my case ever since I joined the team. He
Hey.
needs to grow up.
Okay. You just leave Casper to me and get your head in the race. Let's put that new power unit to good use, eh?
Sure thing, Brian. See you on the other side.
I mean, to be fair, with Casper in his situation, if he really is in the last years of his career, I guess it is a logical move. Anyway, when the car signs will be left by Vettel, Liam McLaren, the move by Sainz will mark the third lineup change in 4 seasons for Ferrari, and we'll see the Spaniard pair up with Charles Leclerc in Ferrari's youngest ever lineup. This Ferrari and Sainz news is undeniably huge, and cooped with the rumours that Ricciardo may be filling the now empty seat at McLaren, means that there is an increasing large question mark over where Vettel will ultimately fit in, if at all, and the revelation would be leaving Ferrari at the end of 2020. I guess what they're going to do to kind of, mention in this press, I reckon they're going to team it up with Butler, actually, now that I think about it. It's cool that Lucas Faber actually gets, cameos, which is pretty cool. I like that. Renault rebranded to Alpine. Further changes ahead of 2021, after it was revealed that Renault will be changing its name to Alpine at the start of next season. I like the name, I must admit. Originally an independent company, acquired in 1973, Renault will use the Alpine brand as a new identity at the performance end of its existing road car range. Yeah, I think they did mention something about that. Renault's F1 car will become known as an Alpine, while the name of Renault E-Tech hybrid engine will remain the same, so Alpine Renault, yeah. Fernando Alonso signing Renault now Alpine for the next season. This marks big changes for the team next year. Yeah, there was really big changes from 2020 to 2021. The only really thing we were missing was the new regs. I'm not talking to you because Dor asked me to. That's that's very Kimi Raikkonen-esque answer. And his vertical chatterbox, when pressed upon his miniature Chinese elm. I picked up a hobby whilst on a family trip to Japan. My daughter was obsessed with the tiny trees she saw. Aww! He has a kid as well. I think he did say something about that. He has a wife and kid. Since then, he's found it an incredible stress reliever whenever he gets time away from the track. Who'd have thought? Transfers this year are insane. Definitely McLaren's loss. Yeah, I would probably go with that, but you know, Daniel Ricciardo is more than a viable replacement. Not if the rumours about Ricciardo taking his seat are true. With Daniel around, McLaren will explode, yes. And with the Mercedes power unit as well, it was a massive coup going into this year. Sadly, I don't think it's really worked out so far. Lando's really had the beating of Daniel so far, isn't he? Sadly. No petitions for the Italian Grand Prix. I'm calling Jackson to continue his run of form. That's very basic there, Crofty. Good stuff. You continue that basic stuff. I'm loving these name changes. Yeah. Why did we get this streaming stuff? Wait, Ackerman's into Bonsai. What's next? Jackson loving knitting? Should focus on the racing, lads. Typical into the like, that's vintage into the barrier. Everywhere. Seems to suppose storing heritage. Makes sense for Renault to embrace it. Where are you? Answer your phone. So we got Science Boot to arrive. What about Vettel? Still no word. Yeah. Yeah, because Vettel's announcement to Aston Martin was rather late, wasn't it? It was. I think it was at Monza. So yeah, we should hear anything round about now because this is when it's actually announced. Oops. In the season. Oh, it's that button. They're now doing the interview before the photo shoot tomorrow. This means you should probably try on whatever they sent over tonight. They'll definitely be asking what you think of the collection. I made sure things in your hotel room laid out and ready to go. Oh. Also, Colin Perry from Trackside is hassling me again. I'm wondering if you should just bite the bullet. I don't think he's going to take no for an answer. And then he blows up my email. I was trying to well, just thought I'd politely chase in case you didn't receive my last message. Jesus Christ, dude. Calm down. Around you and even we control the direction of the interview. I would just tell him straight, just no. Don't want to do that. Let me know if you can change it. It's going to be professional. Message. I'll try in a few days. Jesus Christ, this guy is relentless. This guy is mad. This guy really wants Jackson in the interview, doesn't he? To his new car's power unit. To the Vexon of his teammate. With the grid set, his focus is locked in. Jackson is eager to show everyone why Williams signed him. Harsh.
Welcome to Monza, where the crowd are ready for today's action. And we hope you're ready to see the world's best drivers fighting it out for that #1 spot. It's time for the Italian Grand Prix.
I hope Jackson did get a penalty for that.
With top speeds reaching 215 miles per hour, only a few places can challenge Monza's crown as the fastest circuit in F1. Hard braking zones going into the 3 chicanes make up the majority of the 11 corners on this 3.6 mile circuit. And just in case the slipstream wasn't enough, 2 DRS zones will help encourage some closer action. Here we are then, Monza, the 90th time this event has been held. So a special year for F1 fans, particularly the Italians, who are rightly proud of this event and its heritage.
Yeah, it
I'm
always
seeing
feels a bit
Hamilton's big
special here,
challenge
doesn't it,
right?
Crofty? Hamilton holds the joint record with Schumacher for number of wins here.
Oh,
at
for
5
God's
apiece,
sake.
But could snatch it outright today with a 6.
Oh my
Nearly 100
God.
years of history here, so
My
let's see what
heart.
this year holds in store for the Italian
Hamilton,
Grand
please
Prix.
stop. Stop taking Michael's numbers. Making me
Let's run you through
sad.
the driver grid order for today's
Every
exciting
day he
race.
seems to take another one
Immense lap
away.
from Lewis Hamilton yesterday puts him on pole position.
Ah,
and it's
vintage.
Valtteri
Mercedes on the
Bottas
front
that
row.
completes the front row. Looking at the rest of today's grid,
Don't be that
we
way
have
this season much though.
Verstappen, Ackerman,
Oh my God, Ackerman got
Carlos
P4?
Sainz, and Kvyat,
What?
Norris, Ricciardo,
How did he get
Gasly,
P4 to
and
Williams?
Alexander
What is this
Albon.
madness? And
Albon,
Jackson's the one that has the new
Leclerc,
engine.
Lance Stroll, and Butler.
Butler P14, Van
Vettel,
Stroll, haha.
Raikkonen, Kevin Magnussen, and Aiden Jackson.
Jackson
Giovinazzi,
18th, Ackerman
Romain
4th.
Grosjean
What
sits
a
at the
golfing
back of the
class.
It's almost
Damn.
time for the lights to go out.
Poor Grosjean,
So let's
seems to
head
be at the
down
back of the grid in all
track
these
and
races.
Get this Grand Prix underway.